Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony Speaks Morning Show. I'm Tony T with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, giving out live free picks for today's card. And on today's show, a picture here from Major League Baseball, back to a 15-game card from MLB. Also, a picture here from the NFL. We got the preseason here, full 16-game schedule this week. We'll have a 6 scheduled today on the board from NFL. Also, a picture of the WNBA. Got a handful there as well. So, appreciate everybody joining us today here on the morning show. Give us a like, a thumbs up. It's greatly appreciated. Really helps to build up our audience when you do that. 3 live shows over our channel and lots of great content here that we produce here on demand. We give you a free pick pretty much on every game now, sometimes more than once, twice, 3 times, even 4 times. If you check out our channel, a lot of great contributors here on the Tony Speaks YouTube channel. So make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe. And of course, you guys are more than welcome to post your picks in the chat as we go through the show. All I ask is that you kind of stay with the flow of the show. Just makes it a lot easier for us to track the plays that way, and also to respond to your picks here when you do that as well there. So appreciate all of that in the chat. You are going to get our free plays, but if you want our best bets, our premium plays, link in the description, get you right on over to TonySpicks.com. We'll find our best bets. Our premium plays are there. Promo code TonyT at checkout. We'll knock off that 15%. Link there is in the description to go ahead and get signed up. All right, we'll say hello here to Cappers and get right to the picks as we don't mess around here on the Tony Speaks Morning Show. El Ninos, what's happening? You're on mute, Al.
Yeah, doing all right here. Coming off a 4-3 day. Unfortunately, lost a couple pretty juicy plays, so made a little bit of profit. Nothing too crazy, but yeah, looking to keep it or do a little better today. Actually, how you doing, Tom?
No, you're all right today. Yeah, I looked about rebounded here. You had a rough one yesterday. Hit through the collar at 0-3. I missed it with the Tigers. There also missed it there with the under the Yankees Mariners, and then I missed it there with the WNBA pick with the Sky. So we'll look to bounce it back today here on the show. So ready to roll here. We'll start with baseball, then move to the NFL, and then to the W. So let's get to it here. We'll start block number 1. As you know how we do it here, we do actually we don't have a full 15-game card. What am I thinking? Today's Thursday, right? Yeah, we have a limited card today. So a 9-game card from Major League Baseball. I just want to make sure I have the time sorted out correctly here, and we do. All right, so we'll start here with Pirates and Marlins here. We got the Pirates here, $1.17, total of 8. We go to Guardians and Tigers. It's the Guardians road favorites, $1.21, total of 8. We go to Mariners and Yankees. It will be the Yankees, $1.42 total. Now it's moved down to 7.5. The 8s are gone. Reds and White Sox. White Sox $1.33, total 8.5. And then we end the block here with Red Sox and Blue Jays. Red Sox now $1.55, total 8, juicy the under. Let's take a look here at the weather and if there's any changes in the pitching. We go to Guardians and Tigers here. It will be 78 degrees, wind blowing left to right here at 4 miles per hour. Pirates and Marlins, in this one, it will be in a dome. Mariners and Yankees, it will be 83 degrees, wind blowing out at 9 miles per hour. Then we move to the Reds and the White Sox. In this one, 77 degrees, wind blowing in at 6 miles per hour. And the block here with the Red Sox and the Blue Jays inside of a dome. No pitching changes here, so we go to El Ninos. You're on mute, out.
Right, Tony. Should be a pretty good one here to start things off. Parker Messick, Kyler Montero, 2 pretty good starters, having some pretty good seasons here. I think we see a lower scoring one there in Detroit. I think both these starters can come out and have solid starts. So going with the under in Detroit. I actually like quite a few unders again today. So hope you're not looking for too many overs out of me today. Like another under there in New York between the Mariners and the Yankees. Another pitchers duel between Gilbert and Fried. Obviously, Yankees lineup still far from 100%, so that should help us out a little bit as well. Wind blowing out, but not going to worry about it too much with these starters going at it. So under there. And yeah, I like the Red Sox again. There's definitely been a lot of money coming in on them, but and again after the early, the opening line was way shorter for the Red Sox. Now with the recent results, we might see some money come in on the Blue Jays. So not one I've bet yet. If I can get a better price on the Red Sox, I might fire there. But again, really, given the way that these teams have been playing, nothing I'm really rushing to bet. And I think obviously Toll's been having a great season. Scherzer not so much, but if I had to take a lean on the total there, I would lean to the under in this one in Toronto as well.
There we go here from El Nino's. Tell you what I think here in this block here. Now I'm going to look at the Twins here at Baltimore. We know has struggled hitting on the road. Twins with 248 batting average, a 403 slug at home. Matthews, 6 home starts, ERA 2.84. Twins bullpen the better recent and 24 game form here. So I'll look here at the Twins here. This is an Orioles team that is 26 and 32 on the road, losing 3.5 units. So I'll look at them in that spot. And then we go over to, let's see here. Am I looking at the right one? No, I'm not. I'm looking at, I'm looking at the right one. All right. Let's take a look here at the, what are we in this right games here? Let me see here. This is strange. I think I went ahead of myself on that one. Oh, actually, no, I'm not looking at the right one. Give me a second here, guys. I knew something was funny there when I went to the, to that other game here, but let me get the right game up here.
Which one?
Oh no! I have to go back to my notes. I was looking at yesterday's notes. I had queued on the screen here, so we'll get it back here in a second. Here, let me get through all this. Just got to pull up my notes from the games here. Just give me 1 second here. Here we go. 13th, not the 12th. All right, I knew there was something weird there. So all right, here we go. Let's get it started here. Yeah, I'm going to come back here with the Tigers again here against Cleveland. I'm going to take a little bit of plus money. We know that the Cleveland, anytime there's minus next to them, I'm not going to touch them because they just can't hit. A terrible hitting team, hitting 218 on the road, 296 on base. Tigers hit a little better against righties and a 388 slugging percentage against them. Cleveland bullpen in poor recent N23 game form. Tigers formed really good here over those 2 periods of time here. But the Guardians, they have lost 16 to 23, losing 12 units. So I'll look here at the Tigers in that one. Pittsburgh and Miami. I'm going to take Miami here. Pittsburgh hitting two. They do hit righties pretty well, but so does Miami. But Phillips at home, an ERA of 1.68. You look at Ashcraft, past 4 starts, ERA 7.5, a 5.38 slugging percentage against. The Marlins are 13 games over 500 at home, returning almost 9 units. I'll look at them in that spot. Yeah, I'll come back here with under in the Mariners and the Yankees. We know these teams have struggled hitting the baseball, and Gilbert's numbers have been better on the road. Fried in his past 4 starts, ERA 1.83, whip of 0.86. And the bullpen's for the Yankees in really good form, so I'll look at the under in that one. And let's see what else I have in this block there. Let's see. Now, with that Reds game, I'll take the plus money with Cincinnati again. Reds are hitting 223 over their past 23, but the White Sox over their past 23 games, just a 217 batting average, 375 slug. Abbott's allowed 2 earned runs or fewer in his past 3 road starts. Martin's allowed 25 runs in his past 5 starts, working 20 2/3 innings. I'll look at the Reds there at the plus money there. All right, let's see what you guys in the chat have to say here in block number 1. Here is we're going to see what we got here for you guys here. DeAndre is coming in here with the Twins here today, money line. We've got BS here likes the Twins money line, White Sox money line, Marlins, Yankees money line, 4-team parlay there from BS today. All right, what else do we have here today from you folks in the chat? All right. Shout out to everybody in there today. This looks like the games we have so far. More coming in. All right, let's see where we're at here. Skippy O says Red Sox has cooled off a little bit. They have, on the bats, no doubt. The pitching has been good there. No doubt about that. Yep, rough outing. Looking to bounce it back here. Twins play Philly here. Yep, that's correct. They do play Philly. We got Gausman from Ron Gausman over 2.5 earned runs at plus 108. And then we've got Run Han looking Marlins money line, Yankees money line here for Eric Howard. All right, let's continue here on Tony's morning show as we close out baseball with these final 4. Cubs and Nationals here. We got the Cubs $1.43 on the road, total 8.5. We got Phillies and Twins. This one says neutral site here, so keep an eye on the site in this game. Twins 107, total 8.5.
Field of Dreams game.
Yeah, it's a gimmick game. We got the gimmick game going on. Field of Dreams. Rangers and Angels here. It's the Rangers $1.50, total 7.5. Brewers and Dodgers. Dodgers $1.40, total 8.5. So we do have the gimmick game for Major League Baseball today. So we go right over to, we'll take a look here at the weather in these games. Let's take a look here. There, we got Cubs and the Nationals. This one here, 89 degrees, wind blowing 8 miles per hour. And we go to the gimmick game, 73 degrees, wind blowing in at 10 miles per hour, 40% chance of rain. Both teams are off tomorrow. If this rains out, they can play tomorrow, by the way, just to let you know on this with this gimmick game. It will be rescheduled tomorrow if it's rained out. Rangers and Angels, 73 degrees, wind blowing 7 miles per hour out there. And then the Brewers and the Dodgers, late night action here with Drohan and Sasaki. Keep an eye on Freddie Freeman. If he missed a late night, he fell. He fell down a big drop there down that stairway at Dodger Stadium. You got to wonder, with all that money you have out there on the field, why do you have this that big fall down that stairway? Doesn't make sense to me. There should be at least something there. There should actually be like a little gate with pads around it to open and come in. I don't understand why there's this big opening when you
can't I can't remember who it was that threw the ball in the dugout the other day. He missed that easy throw to first base where he couldn't grab the ball correctly. Was it who?
Mookie. Yeah.
Was it Mookie?
Yeah.
But then I thought it was different. It could have been. Anyways, but yeah, should have been a warning sign, I guess. Next thing you know, you got baseball players flying through it. So yeah.
Yep, no doubt about that. It was Mookie Betts when he hit the ball, went off Lauer's glove, and he picked it up and threw it to first and threw it wide. That was Mookie Betts who made the throw. Drone and Sasaki there, 72 degrees, wind blowing out at 9 miles per hour. Let's see what they say about Freeman here. He's a key contributor there, no doubt. He said he was okay. He's hoping to play. He's just sore. There, that's the key there. It looks worse than it, but possibly look worse than it was there. So he's sore with the shoulder. I guess the shoulder is what took the beating there when he went down. If you watch it on video, it looked pretty bad there. So there you go for those four. We go over to Alnitas.
All right. Yeah, first up, Cubs Nationals. I think, Gausman obviously not having his best season. The ERA over 4 can be a little concerning, but he's looked a little better lately, if you ask me. Obviously, on the other side, Cavalli having himself a pretty solid season, so don't think we see too many runs there in Chicago. Let me check one last thing real quick on that game. Yeah, it looks like wind blowing left to right, so not going to worry about that too much. I'll take an under there in Washington. Obviously, again, Washington bullpen may be a bit of a concern here, so if you want to go first 5, that might be a better look. Field of Dreams game. Yeah, even, again, you could be a little worried about these offenses on the road, but I think that's the type of game where even in the middle, especially, I guess, in the middle of the season where you're just going through the motions, should wake the players up a little bit, something to get a little bit excited for. I mean, I'd be thrilled to play in a Field of Dreams game. But yeah, so I think we see some offense there in Minnesota. Obviously, Aaron Nola should not Minnesota. We just said it was a neutral site game. Sorry, but I mean in the Phillies Twins game. Obviously, Nola can help us out there. Bradley hasn't been terrible, but I think the Phillies can get to him again, as I said earlier, especially today in that Field of Dreams game. So over there, and we will wrap it up. I think that's my best free picks here. Maybe a slight lean to the under there in the Rangers Angels game. I think we see a pretty good pitching matchup there between DeGrom and Urania. So under there for me.
There we go from Alanitas here. Tell you what I think about these games here. I'm going to keep going over with this Cubs and Nationals game. They went a lot of runs scored yesterday. Gausman on the road, ERA over 5. Both teams have been smashing over their past 24 games. Slugging here for the Chicago Cubs in that period, 445 slug. The slug for the Nationals, 462. Cavalli's number has been worse on the road. Both teams here have been trending over here. The Nationals 36-23 and 2 to the over at home. Cubs 33-26 and 2 to the over on the road. And we know the Nationals bullpen has been terrible. We'll go over in that one. What else did I have in this block here? I'm going to come here with a plus on the Angels. Texas just isn't hitting, man. It's just disgusting here. Schedule's gotten easier, and they've been playing terribly. Just $197 in their past 5 games, 287 slug. Angels hitting 213 over past 23 at the 288 slug. 288 on base. DeGrom in his past four starts ERA of 6, whip of 1.77. Urena's numbers have been better at home. Angels both been in the better form over their past 23 games. But on the road against the division this year, Texas 5-13, losing 11 units. The Angels 2 games over 500 at home against the division, about a 3-unit return. I'll take the Angels in that one. Yeah, I look at the Dodgers. Sasaki with that Maxim glove has suddenly found some good form. Drone here, past 4 starts, ERA near 6.5, a 4.48 slugging percentage against. This is the one thing that stood out to me. The Dodgers get up for the good teams. They've been playing a weak competition, and they have not been playing their best. But at home against teams with a 540 to 620 win percentage, LA is 5-0 this year against them, returning 5 units. So they kind of wake up when the good teams come in. So I'll take the Dodgers there in that one. All right, so let's see what you guys have to say here in the chat. Here for this block of games, we have Gerald coming in here with the 2-team parlay, national team total over, Marlins money line there from Gerald Barney. We go to Scipio. He took the Cubs, but it's getting juicy there. We got Ron Hahn going to run it back with the Red Sox. Can't get behind Scherzer right now. Boston can't lose forever, and Toll has been solid there, a little juicy there. We've got Las Vegas leaning Cubs and the over in the Cubs and Nationals game there. Cubs money line and over the total in Cubs and Nationals. And Milwaukee Brewers here for Ron Hahn. Brewers can't lose every game on this road trip. So Ron Hahn here on Milwaukee Brewers there in that one. And then we've got Ron Hahn again, Gausman over 2.5 earned runs at plus 108. Las Vegas here, pitching duel here between Grom and Urena. He's leaning Angels and the Rangers to go under the total there in that one. Scipio says he has Angels money line. Couldn't resist that big plus money with Urena on the mound. And the way Texas has looked here, that's been terrible the way they've looked offensively in this series. They went the first 2 went to extra innings against the Angels, and then they lose yesterday. I mean, it's ridiculous. Boston -1 here from Ron Hahn's not going to, he thinks better of it, not going to pay the juice. So Boston, Toronto -1 there for Ron Hahn. All right, let's continue here on Tony's Morning Show. Let's look here at this NFL card here for today's preseason. 6 games on the board. Packers, Steelers. It will be the Packers on the road, 2.5, total 40.5. Lions and Bengals. Well, it's the Bengals now up to 7, total 37.5. Colts and Patriots here. It will be the Colts on the road, 2.5, 3, total 37.5. Chargers and Texans. It'll be the Texans here at home, a 1.5. I'm seeing it pick in some spots. Total will be 36.5. Cardinals and Raiders. This one is all over the place. I've seen it. Raiders 2.5. There's a 1 out there. As well, total sits here at 42.5. Titans and 49ers. This one's come down. The 6s are kind of disappearing here, but we still see 6s. We see 5.5. Total sits here at 40. Of course, keep an eye on your quarterback rotations. Al Neo's anything you have in this block?
No, honestly, trying to stay focused on the MLB for as long as I can before we get hammered by all these other sports. But yeah, and then never really into preseason anything really to begin with. So really trying to stay focused on MLB right now. Don't have much at all. Did not take a look at these games. Guess my best advice right now, which was maybe unprofessional, would just be taking some dogs blindly. But again, I'm just not interested. I think we have much better action in the MLB.
You know, it's not touching preseason. I'll tell you what I think about these games. I'm going to go under with Detroit and Cincinnati. My model projects this one under, and I agree with the model. Don't always agree with my model. If you go and look at the write-ups, you can see we put all that data now up on our write-ups. Luke Altmaier will play most of this game in his rookie year here. That's a concern. Joshua Dobbs, an experienced backup, but was signed late. Now, following Burrow could be Flacco, Sean Clifford, Josh Johnson, throwing to backups. Bengals have lacked depth behind their talented receivers. So I'll go under here with Detroit and Cincinnati, even though Cincinnati will be playing their starters for a very small period of time. Green Bay and Pittsburgh in this one. I'm going to be looking here at Pittsburgh taking the plus. LaFleur just 1-5 of the spread in week 1 of the preseason. You know, Mason Rudolph is an experienced backup with a lot of NFL regular season playing time. You know, there's still questions whether or not Aaron Rodgers is going to play in this game. Going to fade the line move. It's been profitable wager in the preseason is to fade the move. I just prefer the Steelers quarterback rotation in the later stage of this game. I'll look at Pittsburgh plus the 3. Colts and the Patriots. I'm going to be looking in this one to with the Colts here. Got to favor the Colts quarterback rotation as Richardson is expected to play the entire first half, with Riley Leonard playing the second half. Richardson will be competing against the Patriots backups. Of course, Tommy Bevito and Baron Morton will see action under center for the Patriots. I think Richard's playing time gives the Colts the edge in this one. I'll take the Colts in that spot. Chargers and the Texans. Now, in this one, I'm going to be looking here at the under in these two. We've got both head coaches have trended heavily to the under in the preseason. This points really to a plain vanilla game plan. Backus will see most of the action under center. DeMarco Ryan's a defensive style coach, so look for a spirited effort from his depth. And that's one thing I noticed about DeMarco Ryan's the defense. They really are spirited because he's got a defensive background. He has a great defense. So those backers play hard for him in the preseason. So give me the under there in that one. I look for just a plain vanilla game plan from Harbaugh in this one. Cardinals and Raiders have been the worst bet in the preseason in the past 26 years. I'm not going to take them now. Give me the plus 2.5 here with the Arizona Cardinals. They do have a game under the belt with the Hall of Fame game. And these are two rookie coaches. So the edge here is the fact that you have a rookie coach that's already got a game under his belt. The rookie coach for the Raiders making his debut here with the team. You got experience under center and leans toward the side of Arizona with Jacoby Brissett and Gardner Minshew to see action. Carson Beck saw work in the Hall of Fame game last week. Both Kirk Cousins and Fernando Mendoza may see limited action, but quite frankly, I would expect a lot of handoffs, quick short throws from both QBs for the Raiders. There is an organizational advantage for a rookie coach to have a game under his belt here versus the Raiders rookie coach in his first preseason game. I'll take the plus points here with the Arizona team. Tennessee and San Francisco. It's funny. Tennessee said, we're going to play all our starters. Okay, play them all. That means we're going to see Cam Ward, Mitchell Trubisky, maybe some Will Levis, maybe some Hendon Hooker. We're not going to see Brock Purdy for San Francisco, but Mac Jones Mac Jones isn't bad, to tell you the truth. I like Mac Jones better than any of those quarterbacks on Tennessee, to be honest with you. There, Curtis Rourke and Adrian Martinez could see some action behind Mac Jones, but we'll see a lot of Mac Jones here, and I'm okay with that. So give me the points there with San Francisco. Again, this is the line move. The 49ers open one. It's been a 7-point line move. You cannot play. You got to bet against these line moves in preseason. Talk to Big Al. He'll give you all the data on. Big Al has given me a ton of data on that. So 7-point line move. Give me the 49ers plus the 6. Again, we talked about the experience with Mac Jones here. The backup quarterbacks will be playing with backups on offense. And, of course, these teams did have joint practices this week, so they know what they'll be seeing. So fading the line move has been the way to go here. I'll go with the 49ers in this one. All right, here we just got some cheerleading here from Ron Hahn. Doesn't bet the preseason. So we got Scipio, took the Colts here, lay the 2.5. Richard Lockhart likes Texans money line and the Titans laying the 5.5 today from Richard Lockhart. And do not bet here from Las Vegas in the preseason. He'll wait till the start of the regular season there from Las Vegas. All right, let's continue here on Tony S'mores Show. Turn our attention over to the W here. We've got the 3 games today. Dream and Sun. We got the Dream here, 10.5, total 174.5. Sparks and Liberty. Liberty an 8.5-point favorite, total 186.5. Going to Mystics and Aces here. Aces 6.5, total 170.5. Let's take a look here at the injury report here from these 3 games. The Dream in Connecticut. We got Navarre and Papau out for Atlanta. Reiner here, questionable. For the Sparks and Liberty, it'll be McConney here out for the Sparks. For the Liberty, Fiveback and Bali out. Mystics and Vegas here. Mystics come in with a clean injury report. We've got Bell, Evans, Parker Tyus here out for Vegas. Piscott here is questionable. I'll tell you what I think here about these games in the W here for today. And let's see if we have it up here. Give me 1 second. I think, again, I might have yesterday's games up here by mistake, which I think I did that again here. Yes, I did. I did not update my notes. So let me go back here and find them here for you guys from these 3 here from the W. Had a lot of blowout games yesterday, but all we did have, I was on the wrong premium. I should have taken Portland after falling behind huge. The Fire, they do it again and covered. They lost the game by 5, but they covered the spread in that big one against the Lynx last night. That was one I should have been on that one instead of the other game that I posted up on the site here with the Sky. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Let's go to the W here for today. All right, WNBA. What we're going to be looking at here Boy, I've got 30 articles on the site today, so that's why it's taking a little while for me to find my notes here. Here we go. We go to the Dream and the Sun. I'm going to take the points with the Sun here. You got extra point of value was 9.5 yesterday afternoon. Atlanta's missed the cover in 6 of 7. The defense has been the issue. Sun has covered 3 of 4 at home. Good shooting. They haven't played as much. They have a lot of rest coming into this game. Dream in their past 5 games shooting 43%, but defensively giving it 49% overall, 36 from 3. The Sun has held opponents to just 45% shooting overall at home, and they've been outscored just by 3 points at home. So I'll take the Sun here plus the points. Sparks and the Liberty, just give me this. Give me this one. Just give me the Sparks here plus the points. LA's covered 4 of 6 with good shooting. Liberty's missed the cover in 10 of 12. It's the defense that's a concern. Sparks over their past 5 games, 48% shooting, 36 from 3. We just saw them beat the Lynx on the road last week. Liberty in the span of 5 games, giving up 46% shooting, 39 from 3. We'll take LA in that one. Mystics and Aces, give me the Mystics. I know they lost the last game, but I look for them to keep it closer this time here against the Aces. Aces dealing with some injuries. Mystics have covered 8 of 9 behind good shooting and defense. Aces have missed a cover in 2 of 3. Defense the issue. Mystics here defending well over their past 5 games, allowing just over 41% from the field, 33% from 3. Aces over the span give up 47% shooting, 37 from 3, and give up 91 points a game. I'll take Washington there with the plus points there in that one. All right, let's see what you guys in the chat have to say here about the W here for today's games. We've had some blowouts here of late here in the W. Let's see what you guys do here. We got lots of can't trust the Dream to cover ATS. Might take the Sun plus 9.5 and lean under there from Las Vegas. Richard Lockhart likes the under in Atlanta here, Atlanta and Connecticut to go under. Las Vegas likes the over in the Liberty and Sparks game. Richard Lockhart's going with the Mystics and the points there today here from Richard Lockhart. All right, let's continue here on Tony's Morning Show. Got you to the sports coverage. Now it's time for our product segment where Cappers give it a parlay, play a prop, game of the future. They make the call here. We'll go down Nina's.
I'm gonna go with we'll go with the under there in the Detroit. We'll go with the under in the Mariners Yankees game, and we'll go with the Red Sox.
There we go from Al Ninos here. Tell you what I'll think about these games. Give me the Mystics plus the points. I'm going to go here with the Cubs and the Nationals to go over the total, and I will go here with the Tigers here in that one. That's my 3-teamer. All right, we got you through our parlay segment. Now it's time to see what our Cappers have for sale over at Tony's Picks. A big day of action today here with MLB, WNBA, NFL preseason. Let's take a look and see what El Ninos has for sale. El Ninos put together a great year here in 2026. 2,723 units of profit. This is based on $100 unit wager size. El, what's for sale?
Got my Grand Slam there. If you're if you're looking for one big bet, also got it bundled up in that 3-pack. Got an extra play up today for everyone on the long-term passes. And best way to go is always those long-term 2-for-1 capper passes. Pair me up with your favorite capper and make sure you get all the plays that way.
Try to get on board with Al Ninos over at Tony's Picks to see the great results from Al. As we said, this is based on $100 unit wager size. So get on board here with this profit guarantee plays here. Remember, the one-day pass is profit guaranteed. The one-day pass, the 3-pack from El Ninos, profit guaranteed, meaning a much profit. Amount purchase will be credited back to your account for site credits. That is profit guaranteed. So get on board with Al Ninos over at Tony's Picks. Long-term subscriptions also way to go with Al. Promo code TonyT will knock off that 15%. Links there in the description to get signed up. All right, today I got a 3-pack mixed sport. One from preseason, one from W, and one from MLB. Having a great year in the MLB as well as a W this year. So get on board with me over at Tony's Picks and match me up with your favorite cappers with the 2-for-1 capper promotion. So match me up with El Ninos and get signed up. With you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Tony's Picks Morning Show. Check out our YouTube channel for a lot of great content, including our live shows that archive there, like Night Moves with Ramon here at midnight Vegas time. Drive through 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Tune into that. And of course, our morning show also archives here on the channel. And of course, our compilation videos are up right now. NFL, all 6 deep dive for you right now on the channel, as well as our MLB. And as if you scroll down, you'll find Chris's hit list up on the channel right now. Check that out. Playlist from MLB. We got Ramon here with his playlist. 2-3 zone today, WNBA coverage. We got a big crew today in the 2-3 zone. We got joining Ron Crawford. We Bo Dunn. We got Stacks in there. Tom Regard, as well as Solo. So a 5-man crew today in the 2-3 zone there. So check that one out. Joining Ron Crawford, a big group of Cappers WNBA playlist. You can see Ramon deep dives from the WNBA up right now. KBO and Japanese League from Ron Crawford. Looks like the weather has cooled off a little bit, so they've been playing. These are uploaded by about 8 p.m. Eastern time. Get your Japanese and Nippon League baseball here from Japan for overnight action. And, of course, fight picks from Mills and our videos and our shorts. So a lot of great content over on the Tony Six YouTube channel. Of course, El Nidos we see here on the mornings as well as the drive-through.
Yeah, a lot of morning shows and drive-throughs for me, so keep tuning in. Love to see everyone in the chat. And again, leave us. I always like to see everyone's picks in the chat, all your comments. Leave them in the comment section again if you're watching the replay. And yeah, catch me on the drive-through as well, where I try to single out my best bet of the night. For everyone, should be on there tonight. So yeah, make sure you tune in there and go check out all the other great content we have over Tony Specs YouTube channel.
A lot of great content on the channel, guys. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Greatly appreciate that. Let's see what folks see in the chat here. Richard Lockhart is going to go with his parlay here. Titans money line under in the dream game here against Connecticut from Richard Lockhart. We've got let's see notes here from for DeAndre as well as shout out there to Las Vegas here. Have a good one today here from Las. All right, that's going to do it here for the show. We're back in tomorrow live at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Drive through today at 6 Eastern and then midnight Pacific here with Ramon with the Night Move Show. All right. Any closing thoughts, El Nidos, before we close it out?
Viva Las Vegas. Good luck, everyone.
All right. Good luck, everyone. Goodbye, guys. Make it a winning one. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony Six Morning Show.